Hi, I'm John from Briley Manufacturing, and today I wanted to give you a brief explanation of what a carrier barrel is. Not only explain the carrier barrel, but I'm also going to show you how to properly install your Briley subgauge tubes into your carrier barrel. So a carrier barrel is when you take a normal 12 gauge barrel, you backbore it to remove a lot of weight from it to make up for the weight that a tube set will take up. So just for example, you can take two 12 gauge barrels that are about the same weight, bore one of them out, turn it into a carrier barrel, have tubes installed in it, and then no matter what gauge you're shooting, you'll have roughly the same weight and balance throughout all four gauges. It'll make your shooting a lot more consistent. Now, the only disadvantage to a carrier barrel, you've got the match weight and balance no matter what gauge you're shooting. The same sight picture. If it's the same barrel configuration, it'll be the same sight picture. But the only disadvantage to it is you can no longer safely shoot 12 gauge through it. Since you can no longer shoot 12 gauge through them, we install some little pins, as you can see here. You'll notice the pins that we have installed here on the bottom barrel and here on the top barrel within the rim cut of the 12 gauge barrel. Whenever it is a carrier, this is done for safety. We install those pins. They need to be aligned with the notches on the tube set. And that's so you cannot accidentally load a 12 gauge, close the gun and fire it. Because after we have bored the barrel out, it becomes too thin to be able to withstand the pressures of 12 gauge, but it is still thick enough to safely hold your carrier, it is still thick enough to safely hold your tube set and use it just as a tube carrier. That's where the name carrier barrel comes from. So all you have to do to install your tubes in the carrier barrel, the only thing that's different about this versus a normal tube set that you may have seen in some of our other videos is just the alignment with the pin I mentioned earlier. There is a small groove cut in your tube that is almost directly across from the ejector, and you'll see it there. If you have your ejectors aligned correctly before you drive your tubes into the barrel, you should be lined up very nicely within this groove. It doesn't really matter where in the little notch in the rim of the tube chamber it is, as long as the pin is lined up in there. These are 410 tubes, so using our tube set driving tool, we're going to take the portion labeled 410 and drive the tubes into the barrel. And as you can see here, the pin is aligned inside of the notch that is cut in the rim of the tube set chamber. We're going to do the exact same thing with the top barrel. Just get it aligned, and again, if you have the ejector aligned correctly, it should have you in the correct place to align the notch on your tube set with the safety pin on your 12 gauge barrel. As you can see here, this is with both barrels properly installed, and you can see the small pin right there in the top barrel and the small pin right there in the bottom barrel. As you can see, when the ejectors are aligned correctly, this pin should be pretty well centered within the notch on the tube set. The pin in the carrier barrel should be aligned with the notch in the tube set. Other than that, this functions exactly like any other tube set barrel. Check out our other videos on Briley.com, and please give us a call if you have any further questions about it. Thank you very much.